Listen, I implore all of the internet, we have to fight for that man. You see, Justin Baldoni, you don't find men like Justin Baldoni. They are rare. They are not seen. They are not everywhere. They are one in a million. I'm telling you, men like Justin Baldoni, you can't find them. So hi guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chin of Julius Taglam. If your first time here with me, thank you so much for being here. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, you're awesome. You're truly, truly awesome. Okay, so we are still on the Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively matter. So now, by the time this video will be coming up, will be up. The other one, the part 2, it's already up. And here is just to make you guys understand that everything I said, in fact, the genesis of this issue of Justin Baldoni's movie had been pre-planned. It was a premeditated act. And where it is a premeditated act, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, then we're talking about a criminal act. So I stumbled, and I think many of us have stumbled on a video that Flossom, she really is awesome, Flossom put up, right, about, Plantation Princess stealing movies. Yeah, she actually did say it. And if you remember, in her voice, in the message she sent, the very lengthy message she sent to Justin Baldoni, and where she was rambling like somebody who was, who had been given some form of, anesthesia, and and talking about how she's. I said it in that last video. That was where she began to put her plan had begun. She had begun to put her plan in motion at that point. It started from the get-go. This was something she and Ryan Reynolds did together. Why? Because Ryan Reynolds had been doing it. And so, hey, baby, this is your chance. This is your chance to actually do what I am the genius at, stealing movies. So if you look through the message, she talks up and she goes on rambling that she comes on. And I remember I said Justin replied to her. And, it's just because he's that person. And trying to tell her, you're hired here as an actor, nothing more. We're going to talk about the podcast. The podcast that Justin Baldoni did. We all listened to that, the Gents Like podcast, I think. We all listened to that podcast. I have notes.
I had a intense year. This morning I sent a text message. I had anxiety.
Why is that?
I haven't talked about this yet, but
this guy, listen, I implore all of the internet, we have to fight for that man. You see, Justin Baldoni, you don't find men like Justin Baldoni. They are rare. They are not seen. They are not everywhere. They are one in a million. I'm telling you, men like Justin Baldoni, you can't find them. You can't. They are very few and far between. Maybe this is one of his generation. We got to fight for that man. We are going to push for him so hard. If all of us are going to go to the courthouse, yes, no, we're going to push for that man so hard, because this is evil. Where someone decides to sit down and steal your hard work. And for them, it was simple. Accuse him of sexual harassment. And boom. Now, after listening to Justin Baldoni's on the podcast, on the Gents Like podcast, after listening to him, it brings me back to what Justin Baldoni said about masculinity and how men are actually afraid to actually embrace the sentimental sides of them. And he talks about, he said, he talks about being sincere and authentic and of being of service to himself and to others. And he also talked about always willing to listen and willing. And, all of this points to someone who is very in tune with his emotions and his feelings and wasn't afraid to show us that he was actually not in a good place. And why are we not surprised? And why are we surprised that Hollywood has kept quiet over this? Because there are lots of things. You see, what you have to understand is that Ryan Reynolds wanted to become the mafia of Hollywood. Yes. By doing the things he was doing, it was a takeover plan. So Ryan Reynolds had his plan and his setup out for a while. He wanted to become the Hollywood mafia, the go-to person. So he would have been the go-to person for, since, the talk show hosts used his company for their podcasts during the writer's strike. He will be the go-to person for, football and this and that and third. He was supposed to be strategically building his own mafiahood. It ends here. It has ended with them. Me, personally, I said it too. That 400 million, they will vomit it. He's worth a lot of money. So, yeah, he's worth 700 and something million, yeah? Yeah, he can do well with 400. He can do well with shelling out 400 million. Because Justin Baldoni needs to get payday. Because he needs to get payday. I'm sorry. So, let's go back and then let's circle back. So, that said, so the video, let's go back to Flossom. And so Flossom shows us the video, right? And in that video, we are going to listen to that video very shortly.
They just wanted me to show up and look cute and stand on a little pink sticker where I'm supposed to go and say what I'm supposed to say. But I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. And sometimes I had directors or producers or writers who would welcome that and invite that once they saw that I was able to offer that. And sometimes I would have people who really resented that because they were like, we just hired you to be an actor. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull because you're like, you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do. And so it was a really strange position to be in because I felt like I don't want to just be an actor. Like I want to have more authorship. So I think that it's about knowing what I want and what I need and representing that from the outset. And if people are into that and want to collaborate with me for all I feel like I need to offer and bring to a job, then those are the people I should collaborate with. And if I see that it's people who are, whether this is in business or acting or whatever it is, where it's people who I can see that feels like that's stepping on their territory, that's not going to ultimately be a fulfilling relationship for either one of us. So I think it's about being upfront about knowing what you actually need versus just trying to get the job. And then, once you're in it, sort of revealing the scope of your sort of needs to be, fulfilled.
This is criminal. You were hired for a job as an actor. Point blank period. Blake Lively, if you want to direct or produce, start your own production company. Please. And do it. You don't go stealing people. This is witchcraft now. This is plain witchcraft. Point blank period. It's witchcraft. When I saw this, when I heard this morning, I was like, what? This is evidence right here. This is Exhibit A. There is no need to go further. This is where it ends. Like, seriously, it does really end for them. This is where it ends. Because this is she confirming. And again, I'm asking myself, does this person, she believes she's intelligent. Because I've watched her interviews, right? And in all of her interviews, she's asked a question. And 2 seconds into the response, I'm looking left, right, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I don't understand anything. You ask her castmates a question, she doesn't let them speak. And she goes rambling. So I think somewhere in her brain, she has convinced herself that she's very, very intelligent, that she has an IQ of maybe 305 or 350 or maybe 400. We don't know. But she has convinced herself somewhere that she is next level, like, genius. She has convinced herself somewhere that this is her. And again, we also draw a parallel with Ryan Reynolds talking about his wife being a writer. Now, I want to face Taylor Swift. I don't know any Taylor Swift song. I'm not a fan. I really don't care. But I want to face Taylor Swift. You see, Taylor Swift acting all, I don't want to be part of this, keep me away from it. I find it difficult to believe you. You know why? Because I will say this, and I said it when with the PDD saga. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. Celebrities are people; they are human beings, and with their popularity, and money, comes a lot of very nasty, rude behavior. The difference is that because they are these people, they tend to have, publicists and the likes who tend to control the narrative, and PAs who are sworn to NDAs. That's just it. So most times when they do this, realize very quickly that these people are different from what we see here. And so from time to time, you see, as human beings, we can't hide for too long. So from time to time, that nastiness will show. She has always been. It's just that she's just, this Taylor Swift. But she's always been like that, And I think she knows that because she's that person, she tends to keep her circle really tight and small. I mean, it's understandable. So Taylor Swift's trying to distance herself. I'm sorry, it's too late, because in the lawsuit, you were fingered as a popular friend. And again, you are one of her dragons. So you can't convince me that you are not involved. You can't. You are her dragon. She said it, as if she's, queen of the throne. Omo, this is next level abuse. This is abuse. This is abuse of the worst kind. This is manipulation. This is theft. Yes. Let's call it what it is. This is theft. This is false accusation and covetousness. Yes, I'm going to say it. It's all of those things. And that's it. I just wanted to make you guys understand today that, I was right. I was bang on the money. This was a premeditated act. And I'll see you guys for the next following part, which I promised, and I said I want to show you and highlight how she began sexually harassing Justin Baldoni. She did. She started it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hey, do not fail to like, comment, and share, and subscribe as well. I'll see you. Bye.